This is Croatia. I'm in Croatia. This is sunset. It's not going to be a crazy off-the-hook sunset, but it is calm, it is peaceful. It's got to be like 60 something, 65. Earlier today it was 80 degrees. This is Omiš, Croatia, which is south of Split. It's beautiful. We got these huge mountains. It's just amazing. I was going to just say, hey, what I've been doing in life recently. This is my face. This is me. And I don't know what's been going on. I have done a few photography projects recently. I did piano guys. I did family pictures. I'm going to be headed home this weekend, and then at the end of this month I've got a wedding. I think like I'll be doing pictures for The Chosen pretty soon. We've just got to talk with them. I'm working on a book. Shh, don't tell. I'm trying to finish it up, maybe this year, but no promises until I get a commitment from people that actually, I don't print books, but paying someone to, we'll see. So back to this, I want to just kind of update that even though I've got the photography stuff, I'm actually in town because I'm with my business partner, my other co-founder of peakd.com. Actually, let's walk over to the Airbnb. I'll give you a little taste of the Airbnb where I'm at. I don't know, that taste is kind of a weird word. Yeah, so the beaches were lined with people earlier today, but it is now sunset, so they're all gone. A couple people swimming around. Oh, the first night we got there, we ate there. Awesome. And then today was the best. There was an amazing place for lunch, just on one of these jetties, and you sat on awesome chairs, just like super comfy, like basically couches, and then good music. The weather was awesome. You were like shaded, but you were like next to the water. Like you could have like dropped a piece of food in the water. I don't know if the fish were around. I haven't seen too many fish here, but all right, let's keep walking. Actually, we ate at that one yesterday for lunch. Look at jet skis, crazy expensive. 1,200 kuna. I don't know if you can see that. That's like probably way more expensive than the US would charge. Okay, so, another fun thing is we hiked way high up on the mountains, but the mountain's over there. But I wasn't going to show you that because you can't see them right now. We're going to go eat dinner here tonight. That should be pretty good. Highly recommended by our Airbnb host. There's a little market literally right there. Run, grab like breakfast in the morning. Everything's just like perfectly located, to be honest. I have loved this Airbnb, this little town. We've tried a different dinner place just every night. I had lunch every night. Went into town 5 minutes that way. It's a pretty decent sized city. Ate there last night. We've got the car park covered with grapes. It really is just so, it is kind of like a dream here. But we also did the little bit. It was only like, $15 to upgrade to the Mercedes. I was like, you know what? Never driven one. That's pretty fun. Overkill, but I have loved it. And we've got a 3-hour drive. 3-hour drive tomorrow. So that's why today we've been just on the computers working all day long, except for lunch. We've been doing that hardcore because tomorrow we're going to be driving 3 hours to a national park. Doing the national park, we'll probably chat about business things during that time. And then we'll have to drive 3 hours the next day because our flight's the next day. Sad, it's coming to an end. So when I got here, I worked for 5 days. Then I went on a trip with friends for 7 to 8 days. I tried to work. It wasn't super productive, but I guess it was my vacation-ish. Let's check out the house. Check out the rooms. Oh, I wanted to show the little tiny, it's like the size of your hand, washing machine. I couldn't wash it. I have stuff, just suitcase amount, and I couldn't fit it in there. I had to do 2 loads. Nice big bathrooms. I love the shower. I don't know. So, anyways, oh look, who's working in the dark? Does this work? Hey! I left him alone in the dark when I went to go see the sunset. Do you hate me now, Sergio? What you working on? What are we working on? On the website? What website?
Big Monsters.
Ah, okay, yeah. So we run 2 different websites. So this is technically the smaller project of the 2, way smaller. But it's actually been quite busy because this Peak Monsters is a website for, it's hard to explain quickly in a video. Here, I'll just go to it. Maybe. Let's see. I just logged onto the computer. This is awkward. Okay. It is a buy-sell market for a game that this game in the last 40 days has gone up from 10,000 players to 250,000 players. So it's been crazy. So there's a lot more supply, or there's a lot more demand, and there hasn't been an increase of supply. That's supposed to come in like October, November. So if you can guess that, when you go up 25x in the amount of demand without going up in supply, things happen to prices. So that's been excited. So that's why we're working on that. But the big project is to work on Peak D. And so I kind of just wanted to end saying, oh wait, a coder in the wild. He's doing real life coding. It's real life coding, people. Be quiet, be really quiet. You can't distract the coder. Okay, yeah, so Peak D is definitely our big project, our baby, trying to essentially solve social media, like literally solve social media. It sounds big, like a, what is the word for that? It sounds,
Huge.
huh?
Huge.
Huge is another word for big. Like an aggressive sort of thing. No, what's the, dang it. It's just a regular English word that I've forgotten all of a sudden. This is real life. People forget things. But an overwhelming project is one way of saying it. And it's a cool project. It's a cool thing to try to aim for doing something big and important and meaningful. And now we're working. We got together because our big goal is to make a plan to hire more people. And yesterday, good news. Yesterday we hit ranked 20,000 on Alexa. Does that sound impressive? I don't know. If anyone knows Alexa. That's pretty cool. To be ranked number 20,000 website in the world out of millions and millions and millions and millions of websites is pretty good. But even better when you consider that we've done 0 marketing. We've not spent anything on marketing. There is a decent sized community that already kind of existed, which is great. But we want to do, and we are planning on doing marketing. But we definitely need a larger team before that, and a few other cool, awesome, amazing features, which presently are being done by this genius. But I help design and develop and work and do all sorts of stuff. And it's been awesome. It's been fun. It's been meaningful, and that's why things are fun. So you're like, oh, you're on an amazing place on vacation and you're working? And I'm like, yes, because I really do like it. But I did like going out and just like taking an hour break and getting that awesome food and discussing things, discussing big, awesome ideas while at lunch or dinner and all that sort of stuff. So, and when are we actually going to go eat? You want to eat later because we ate so much at lunch?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
too early now.
It's too early. It's only 7. I'm filming this in Utah. It's 11 a.m. Here it is 7. So, but creating a new project or new feature for Peak Monsters. We really need more developers. We actually probably need customer relation type people that also write content and interact on other social medias. Even though we are a social media, we need to be interacting and our presence on the other places. We don't hate them. We just want to solve the problems that they have. And the way you solve it is by giving, this is what we believe, giving people true ownership. So ownership of their content, ownership of their communities if they create them, ownership of their connections when you connect with someone, like true ownership. Like we can't sever it, we can't change the content, we can't, separate you from your connections, all that sort of stuff which is available with blockchain technology, which is fun. And I've mentioned it on some social media that, the project I'm doing. And it's been interesting seeing people go, you're working on a blockchain project. I want to work. And I was like, well, are you a really good developer, especially JavaScript or Python? And no, well, maybe we'll have something, but we're really looking for that right now. So a little front end, well, technically full stack, more like front end and a bit of the back end sort of stuff. So, because that will allow us to hire at least one, and maybe in the future we'll get people that specialize a little bit more. Anyway, I guess that's the appeal to you. I guess you're technically over here. Is if you know any developers. Oh, I should show the kitchen. Sorry. Anyways, if you know any developers, send them our way, especially the really good ones, especially the ones that want to do something amazing and meaningful. And we were talking with someone today, shout out to Ben, and we realized like it's really competitive to find developers. It's really, companies are throwing money at developers left and right, and a lot of it, and perks, and like, oh, you only have to work 4 days, or you get an on-site cook, and you get all this and all that. And what Ben said and what we realized was the truth of it is we can't compete with that presently. And we shouldn't, because we want to stay financially stable as we are. But the reality is the type of person we want is not that type of person. The person that wants tons of days off and luxuries and easy money, and because they're the type of person that's just going to go chasing the next dollar amount. Someone's going to offer them $1,000 more than us. Someone's going to offer them 2 hours less of work than us. And that's the type of person that's going to just leave. And they're not, what you need is, you need to say, look, you're going to work more, you're going to work harder, you're going to have to work smarter, you're going to have to be in charge of your own, like you're going to have to be creative like you've never been before, and self-reliant, like self-motivated like you've never been before, and maybe less perks and just work harder. And that's what we're offering. Like you're going to have to do a lot. But what we're selling is the fact that you get to help change the world, or change you get to fix social media. You get to create something that you get to put your stamp on, that you can be extremely proud of, and you'll live comfortably. That's not going to be a problem. We're not, like, it's not like you're going to have to risk it all, but it's going to be more risk, I suppose, but it could be return itself in spades, not just but obviously in, the money as well. Social media tends to do all right. But also a social media that can solve the rest of the social medias, that can make content. And I want to say this, like, that can make content creators happy. And though we're done decent, like, there's a lot of big, important features still to come. It's not just a cakewalk. And that was the thing that we realized today, is that's the kind of the message, like, hey, look, you can come work for us, make less, maybe. Depends, I guess, where you're at or what you're making now. You probably make less, work harder, have less safety nets. Sounds like a good deal. because you get to do something amazing. And I'm excited about it, at least. So that's my thought. I don't know if I have anything else to say. Should we go see if Sergio has anything else to say? Shh. Be very quiet. Sergio's working again. Anything else to say? Why do you work on Peak D?
Or Big Monster.
Well, that's what you're working on now.
Because it's cool and we can create something great. And it's a way to create something new that doesn't exist yet.
Okay. Sweet. I guess I could say a few words as we create this. Like, this is done quite well. And the game is cool. I mean, I don't even really play that often. I know Sergio doesn't play at all. But it's been really good and economically awesome. And I think I made a video about this previously. I gave my nephews some of the cryptocurrency from the game and said, hey, here's some. And I am really interested in seeing if you guys want to learn about economics, about blockchain, about cryptocurrencies, about interest and compound interest, and a way to trick them into being interested in something beneficial, and maybe it'll pique their interest and they'll follow the rabbit hole. But then I started giving it to lots more people. Even on the photo shoot with the piano guys, I'm like, hey, do you guys want some money? We're supposed to be paying you money. They didn't say that, but I was like, hey, do you want some money? So I gave a bunch of people that. And I just want, like, people to be excited about this kind of new world, and not saying that this game is the most exciting part of this world, but it's fun. And a way to kind of give back and get people to pique their interest. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm willing to give friends some money. Who should I say this to? Where am I posting this? I may even post this on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Careful what I say, I guess. I think I've covered everything. This is like the life update. Also, did I mention that I think I did, that there may be a book coming out? Fall colors are coming out. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, September is crazy busy, but October, I may actually offer people to do some photo shoots. We'll see. I may try to go up into the fall. I just love fall colors. Sorry. I do also love sunsets on the beaches on the Adriatic in the Mediterranean. Oh, my other random idea. Sorry for tons of random ideas on this. My other random ideas is I would love to find some friends, anyone watching, that can work remotely, that has that ability, and let's get a group of people and let's go, like, rent a place, Costa Rica, maybe Hawaii, like an amazing place on the beach or up in some awesome mountains. And people, I don't want to just party peoples or people that just want to do touristy things every day, but maybe like 6 to 8 hours a day, everyone's working, and then maybe like 3 to 4 days a week, we go out and do something cool for part of the day, or at least on the weekends or something like that. Wouldn't that be awesome? Gets this beautiful, amazing place. Work for like a month. People come and go, I guess. And I don't know. I think that'd be fun. I'm sure there's people that do it. A lot of people that do that sort of thing. It just seems like it would make sense. And maybe I've seen it in movies. But I worry about the type of people that would normally do that are probably a lot of partiers, drinkers, a lot of distractions. And I really do want to work. Like, I love it and I want to stay consistent working, but I also want to take breaks and walk along the beach at sunset, sunrise, go climb a mountain every couple of days. Okay, that's another random thing to share. All right, take care. Bye.